Ooh. Mm. All right, tribe. Good morning and welcome to the Donut Shop at the beginning of the world. I am your host, Dr. Mark Merriweather Vorderbruggen, broadcasting to you live from a somewhat frozen Ravenscar, my suburban backyard permaculture food forest thingy. All right, it is Friday, and just a minute, I got the wrong camera going here. Just a minute. Hold on. There we go. Much better. Cool. Hey, good morning, Charles. Good morning, Aaron, Sarah, howdy, Tammy. How you doing? How are people doing? Man, it's been a week, hasn't it? I'm getting like the meme says, I'm getting really tired of these historical events. We are living in interesting times. Oh well. Ooh, Aaron, yay for Friday. Half day of work. Cool. Good morning, John Mark. Good morning, Corrine. Cheryl, top of the morning to you. I really need a taller table. It's sunny. Still cold. So I got my hat. I wonder if I can put the hood over the hat. Yeah, that way it protects the back of my neck more. Hey, good morning, Mike. Melanie, hey, you're here. How you doing? You got power and stuff you said now? Hey, Alan. Wow, that's a lot of vapor. Still no water since Monday. Ooh. Hey, Jennifer. How you doing? Were you able to get into your supplies, Melanie? Wow. My apartment says water is off until further notice. Lovely. Yep. Well, there are a number of places giving out free water and stuff too, but yeah, it makes life rough. Man, we were so blessed here. I mean, when we bought the house 20 some years ago, we were thinking, it's a good location. We liked the location. The neighborhood has turned out to be really good, people wise. But the utilities, we pay a fortune in mud tax and rud tax and all these other taxes. But I gotta say, they kept the the water flowing and everything. Turns out our section didn't even have a boil water notice. So yeah. Hey, Charles. Hey, Nyla. Good morning. Happy Friday. Nicole, are you back in Texas yet, or are you still in Florida? Hey, Bonnie. Good morning. Oh, Tammy, I am right there with you. Going crazy, staying in the house. I love being outdoors. I realized, other than going over to my neighbor's house to, bring the walkie-talkies and the power plug from the generator and stuff for them, I haven't been more than 100 feet from our house all week. It's driving me crazy. Crazy, I say. Crazy. But anyway, I'm okay. At least I have my backyard. You're loving the cold weather outfits. That's one thing a Minnesotan has a lot of, is different variations of the theme of it's freaking cold outside, and so I need to stay warm. But I gotta say, I do love the fact that I get to wear my fuzzy hat. I do love the fuzzy hat. I bought it when the last time I was up in Minnesota to visit my folks in the winter. It was negative 15 degrees when we got off the plane, and we swung by Cabela's and said, I need that hat. And I have the hat. But anyway, and I'm also wearing shoes now too, so hopefully I won't get frostbite on my toes this time. Hey, Sherry, good morning. Mike, I had the type of hat as a kid. I remember how warm they were. So when I saw one at the farm supply a couple of months ago, I now own one again and have been wearing it all week. I do not blame you. I don't know if we can see it, but it has the ear flaps, and I can flip them up. ugh, and then like I can hear things if I want, but I'll fix that later. All right, hey Chris, good morning. How you doing? Okay, cool. Melanie, well, when the power came back on, I grabbed all the water, propane, and propane accessories and brought, I am so doing that in Hank Hill's voice, and brought them into the apartment. Power has mostly stayed on, so I haven't needed anything but the water. Ugh. Cool. Chuck Norris's water plant in Navasota is giving out free force water. Oh, cool. All right. So you're not here, but you're okay, Nicole. We want you back here in Texas. Texas isn't the same without you. So fourth time a charm. Fingers crossed that this flight doesn't get canceled. Okay, we are crossing everything crossable. Crossing the tongue. I guess that's gonna crazy, I say. Yeah, well. Okay. Nice. Okay, Korean. I'm lucky to have a bug out bag, generator, 20 gallons of water, and supplies. Cool. It's good to be ready. I keep, you know, you may have noticed I've kind of heavy-handedly pushed the whole preparedness thing for quite a while now because like I said, I grew up the son of an insurance salesman. Ooh, sorry, I just noticed there might be a broken pipe on my rainwater connection or collection system. Anyway, son of an insurance agent, so got to see all sorts of really bad stuff, during the whole investigation series and so forth. And long story short, and then them being children of the Great Depression and all their stories of the terrible times of that, I just grew up with this mindset that at any minute, also add, actual mushroom cloud because of the whole, Russia, U.S., mad mutual assured destruction thing. Anyway, it's good to be prepared. And like I said, I'd set up some more, I hate Amazon with a passion, but it's the easiest way to make a list. I could, well, see, that's the thing. You sell your soul for convenience, don't you? So, and putting the list up on Amazon is easier than making a list of a bunch of different links to a bunch of different places to buy stuff. But maybe I'll do both. Maybe I can set it up where you can either, buy it all from Amazon, or here's where you can find it, just from the small business people selling it. Anyway. Okay. Bonnie, we had the water, we had water, but a pipe broke in the well house. People and dogs, bunnies, and baby bunnies are doing great. Okay, good. As long as the little fuzzy buzzy are good. Hey, Jill, good morning. Nyla, you're really taken by this hat. You need to put one on your Christmas list or your Easter list or your birthday list or Happy Friday list or something like that. It's a nice hat. It's with the whole global warming and world burning up in 10 years, I really didn't think this hat would come in handy again. But here we are. Hey, don't knock Cousin Eddie. He knew his headwear. He knew how to survive. Yeah. I have one of those wolf hats with the fake ears and fake fur. It looks ridiculous, but it's warm. Did you wear that to one of the zombie squad gatherings, Melanie? I have visions of you wearing that. Texas froze because of Chuck Norris's icy glare. Okay, we need to, make a sacrifice to Chuck. Kimberlyn, finally got a shower. The company apartments have water. Mine hopefully will be back on tomorrow. Okay, cool. So the company you work for has some apartments that they're letting the workers use. Is that what's going on? Because that's awesome. That's very awesome. Oh yeah, Chris, I'm ready for spring. I want to plant my garden. Oh man. Okay, so let me see if I can do this. Shall we do the uncovering of the herb spiral to see what survived? Looking at it, it looks like the only thing that really survived has been the wild onions. But what the hell? Let's make everyone dizzy. Excuse me a second. All right. Let's see. Maybe I can just do this. Yeah. That's the keyboard. Let me try and do this. Okay. Okay, here's the herb spiral. Oh, wow, this is frozen solid. Yeah. So it looks like the wild onions are still hanging in there. The wild violets. There might be some mint that's still good. Oh, some of the oregano, the rosemary looks dead. The yarrow looks like it might be surviving. We'll see. Hopefully with the sun coming up here now. But yeah, there's a lot of frozen destruction across the backyard. The goldenrod is still hanging in there though. That's good. Nicole, no water at my house, but the power is back on. It was very hard when first chatting with my family after so long. My daughter said she was so cold in the house. They went over 40 hours without power. Now no water. I just want to get home and help. Mom hugs do a lot as far as helping. Let's see, Michelle, electricity back, but still have busted water line in the well pump house since Saturday. Ooh, catching runoff from the roof for chickens, donkeys, and goats. One doe had 2 kids Wednesday. Hope second doe waits a few weeks to kid. Oh, well, let's see. Ooh, hey, here's a great idea, Nyla. Yes, let's let our dollars bear voice. I support giving up Amazon for Lent. So that really makes me think I should create another page with a list of all the gear. The hat brings me joy. I like the birthday list and happy Friday list. Yep. If you can't have margaritas for Friday, have a nice hat. Oh, cool. I save your list to my survival wish list. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. It's good to have a survival wish list. It shows you're thinking about what's important. Hey, Mandy. Good morning. Kimberly, you have frozen pipes too? Does the hat come with Viking horns? I'm seeking a certain vibe. No, the Viking horn is sold separately. Yeah, I don't know if have you seen the mug yet? My stein there, Nyla? Oh well. All right, Mike. We had a generator and fuel at the farm and also our Houston home. While we had space heaters that could run off the generator in Houston, we didn't have a little buddy type heaters there. That has been remedied by purchasing a Mr. Heater cabinet heater. That is the little buddy box that contains a 20-pound propane bottle and output. Yeah, that's the one thing. The little buddy heaters, they disappeared off Amazon. Just like poof. I was looking and trying to add those to the list, and you have to get them from secondary sellers. Hey, Mom, Dad, good morning. It is -1 today, a calm day. That's good. You going out anywhere? Pulling some fish out of the freezer, Dad, for supper? Okay, I might have had it if it was cold. Yeah, that last, the gathering we had, not the one where just you and I showed up, but the one before that when we had a number of people there. We need to do that again someday. Oh, Tracy, my teenagers are still flowing hot and cold tap with flushing toilets in Northwest Louisiana. Our 54-foot carport system, but we got the car out first. Ooh, so you had a carport collapse? Chirpy sends his sympathy. Hey, Kathleen, good morning. Oh, Isaac. Okay, I'm trying to save all the frozen birds my kids bring in. The kids were scared when I put one in a pot in the oven, but it's fine and moving it around today. Hey, if it works, it works. Good job, Isaac. That is awesome. Chirpy, there's a guy saving birds. Yeah, you get 2 pin feathers up for that one there, Isaac. Okay, Aaron, what about using Coda for your survival list? I don't know what Coda. It allows you to publish your documents to look like a website. I've done this with my embroidery designs. It's cool because it's just table oriented. You are using terms, Aaron, that I don't quite understand. Probably I have the Foraging Texas website, so I think I can just put a list there. Set it up. Oh boy, that's just one more thing. I need an assistant. The power and water kind of a disappointing Christmas, though. The herb uncovering feels like a second Christmas. I think a lot of it will survive. I don't know about the rosemary, because the rosemary is kind of a Mediterranean plant, and I don't know. We'll see. And I just put it in a few weeks ago, so it wasn't really established. Hey, Nyla, I think you started something. Jennifer, I love the Amazon Lent idea. Cool. Hey, Cleo, how you doing? Good morning, tribe. So excited at the prospect of going above freezing today in Woodville. Woo! It's the little things. Yep, they were an equal opportunity, society. You don't mess with the Scandinavians. Actually, you should also read up about the Polish fighters. There's some really badass women there. Okay, is the list on Foraging Texas website? It is not currently on Foraging Texas. Apparently, this is something I will crank out. May be able to do it tonight. Okay. Let's see. About the only survival thing I can think I might need in the future is a generator, and I can generally get by without one. I have a hose for my Mr. Buddy where I can hook it to a 20-pound tank. Cool. The question is, when is the next freeze like this going to occur? It would have been hilarious if Miniweather was hiding under the herb blanket. That would have been funny. Oh, damn. I wish I had thought of that myself. Oh, that would have been hysterical. All right. A Facebook friend of mine has been saving frozen birds, and then they start moving around in the house. They transfer them to the chicken coop. I guess the coop is a little wild now. Cool. Let's see. One of my backup sources of heat was to fill my pressure canner full of water, bring it to 15 pounds of pressure, cover it with towels. Stayed really hot over 15 hours. Super thankful we didn't need it. That's a great idea, Tracy. I love that idea. Hey, Henry. Pretty much everyone present and accounted for, sir. But yeah, we're doing all right. Let's see. Okay, any advice on reviving snake plant? I propagated it for 2 friends. My little plant feels like friendship plant. We talk for hours to help them thrive. So the snake plant, also the Sansevieria, also known as mother-in-law's tongue. If the roots are okay, you probably are still okay. So, some mulch, maybe a heating pad, water. But remember, the Sansevieria, they are kind of an African desert plant. Side note, they were used to make cordage in Africa. But anyway, yeah, just, don't keep it soaked, but, keep it slightly damp and let it dry out between waterings, and then water it again, and then hope for the best. Because usually if the roots survived, even if the leaves are starting to look all dead-like, cut the dead parts off and hope for the best. Hey, Sarah. Okay. If the rosemary were more established, I believe it would have been fine. Yeah, I've had some bigger rosemaries in the yard that have survived 19 degrees, but this long period has been not so good. But you've seen huge, well-established bushes in Oregon. Yeah, that would be nice. But I had my herbs spread throughout the yard, and I had herbs in the herb spiral. And the herbs in the herb spiral, I ended up not using as much because they weren't herbs I cooked with as much. So I'm actually finally following the permaculture advice of putting the herbs you use the most closest to your back door, right by the kitchen. Anyway, they're still using lake water for toilets. Yeah, it was a. Oh, Jennifer, excellent. Family and I are following your after event assessment and planning idea. Meeting to be held next week. Make sure you're taking notes now so that, little things don't escape you. Oh, wow. Okay. Nyla, Google the Viking answer lady. She knows all kinds of true info about Vikings you might find interesting. Does she have a YouTube channel too? I wonder. There's a lady that does like Viking crafts and Viking cooking and Viking fermentation and things like that. Yeah, Russians are tough too. That's true. Oh wow! Okay. I live on a migration path for the birds, and there are thousands in my yard. I left food shed open for them, and now my food shed is full of poo poo. But it helped. It's filled with fertilizer. You scoop that up, put it in a bag, sell it on Etsy, Isaac, and then you claim you're going to use it to buy more bird feed for next year. There you go. Okay, add a Mr. Buddy propane filter and hose to your prepper list. Good idea. All right, Henry. Yes, and not being very prepared showed me I can endeavor. I can survive. I was thinking lately of getting old and wouldn't survive well. Well, you proved them wrong, Kimberlyn. Like I said, you're the tribe enforcer. You are the head warrior. You are the war chief of the tribe, Kimberlyn. And so, yeah, there are no doubts you can make it happen. Oh dear, oh dear. The way 2020 and 2021 is going, the next freeze will probably be in July. I'm going to print that out, Melanie, and staple it to the wall. Well, not staple it to the wall. Stick it to the wall as I have this feeling. I got a feeling. Um, you might be right. You might be right. Let's see. Tell Melanie to be sure to get a filter for Mr. Buddy. I plugged up one of those, and the second one is going good after 10 years. Okay. Yeah, I guess the propane isn't as clean as you would think it is. Yeah, so the snake plant, if it's the plant I'm thinking of, it was used to make cordage, make rope, twine. The fibers are very strong. And so after retting it to remove the non-fibrous parts, the fibers would be braided into cordage, rope, string. Yeah, she can be the tribe bully and everything else, bully war chief. Okay, Melanie, they make a filter that attaches, between the propane bottle and the Mr. Buddy heater, just to clean out any oil or gunk that gets mixed in with the propane when they're pumping it into the bottles. And sometimes that will help, because I think in the case of the Mr. Buddy, it uses some really fine jets and a catalyst to make sure it's complete combustion. And so if there's any non-propane stuff that gets into it, it gums it up and screws it up. So filter is a good idea. All right, Henry, good deal. Minimal damage on this. Only one pipe leak. Finding parts was difficult. Yeah, and come like May or June, my plan is to head over to Lowe's and just get some spare pipe and hose clamps and stuff like that in case this ever happens again, and add it to my tubs of emergency gear. Okay. Let's see. Be sure to get Mr. Heater screw-on filter. You'll be sorry if not. I know. Okay, that's good because I have this Mr. Buddy. It was one of these safety awards in the oil industry back when they had money and could reward their people for doing good things, and so they'd give you this catalog and you could pick things out of it. And I said, hey, Mr. Buddy Heater, and everyone in Texas was like, what the hell you need a Mr. Buddy Heater for? And it's like, it might get cold. They got cold, but I never actually pulled it out, so we did okay. Ooh, I scooped water from a mud puddle with a dustpan into a 5-gallon bucket, and that's what I'm flushing the toilet with. Resiliency, Melanie. You got to join up, Kimberlyn. You can be the sub war chief or the secondary war chief or the vice or war chief elect. I don't know. Coffee. Hey, Kelsey. Good morning. Anyone know how I can turn captions off on Facebook video? They interfere with reading comments with you are currently attending. That's a good question. I don't know. Hey, Jill, congratulations. Woohoo. Electric back on. Heading out to the greenhouse to check on my 4 300-gallon aquaponics tanks. Lost all the vegetables, but trying to keep the tilapia alive. Been using fish water to flush toilets and chicken and water chickens. Lots of red birds in the yard today. I know, you can sell anything. I can't. My selling skills suck. No, trust me on that. But if you want to go in together on it, Dr. Merriweather's rescue bird poop. That has potential. Hey, Dan, was prep pretty good. Did not lose power, but no water since Sunday. Wow. That's a long time without water. I said, one of the nice things that came out of this disaster is my kids suddenly realized their dad isn't completely nuts. Let's see. Oh, that's a good one, Nicole. I read the meme that if 2020 was Jumanji, then 2021 is Oregon Trail. Again, I'm horribly thinking that you may be onto something here. Oh, I am. So I'm so excited for that. I was watching the Mars lander thing when there was a knock on the door, and I went and answered, and it was a kid who had lost his Frisbee in our backyard. And so I had to go and find the Frisbee, and then he left, and then it had already landed, and everyone was going, ah! And it's like, I missed the landing. But, I got a kid's Frisbee back, so there's that. Okay, just use small bottles, but yeah, I'll order a filter for it. I won't be using it much on the road, so it will just be the rare occasion I get to go camping when it's really cold. I wonder though, Melanie, if it might be something you want in the truck. Depending on where you're going. I mean, if you're heading up to Minnesota, it may not be a bad idea. Yep. When I bought it, I got cheap, and you know how that usually goes. More and more, I've seen the truth in the saying, buy once, cry once. Oh, okay, fellow tribe members need to make a claim but don't have insurance. This article is for you. Okay, how uninsured Texans impacted by winter storm can qualify for FEMA. Ooh, awesome. Thank you, Jonathan, for sharing that. Yeah, so if you have damage that isn't covered by insurance, that's try and get the FEMA money. Nope, my buddy filter added to cart subtotal 1 item $19.99. That sounds about right when I was looking at that. I need to add it to the list. Okay. Okay, on Facebook video, click the gear icon and turn off captions. Let's see. Yes, we use them to grow vegetables and then to fillet out and put in the freezer. Okay, melting snow for flushing. Always have the river water too, a couple of life straws, and we are set for a bit. Yep. Life straws are good. I have those in each vehicle and in my camping gear, and probably a few others stashed around. And then the big Berkey big water filter for house use. Oh man, wild pigs have been coming really close to the house last 2 nights. The dogs are crazy. When you look up at the calorie requirements of a wild pig, it's actually up there even higher than a human, and that's why they're just constantly tearing everything up looking for food. Hey, Kelly, taking this day off pretty lax, aren't you? All right, Jonathan, thank you. We'll check it out. Hopefully, I won't need it, but my water will hopefully be back on tomorrow. Pray in there. Yeah, I lost water Monday morning. Sink full of dirty dishes. Have to get my utility water down and heat up and wash the dishes later. I need to do, man, there's so much out there. So for those of you who have water but no power and no heat and no good way of washing dishes, look up the Scout 3-tub method of washing dishes. It's what we use at Scout Camp. It's the recommended way. So it's time for the group take. Hold on a second. Let me turn off my alarm. Basically, a tub of soapy water where you wash the dishes, and then a tub of clean water where you rinse them off, and then a third tub that has water with a bit of bleach in it. I don't remember how much bleach per gallon, but it's only like a tablespoon or so, maybe more. Look it up. A bleach to do the sterilization step, and so you can wash dishes without hot water, and it still sterilizes them. You dip them last in the bleach solution and just let them drip dry. It sucks when the Mars lander has more power and water than Houston. Very good point. I think, is it nuclear powered? I mean, it has the solar panels, but I think it also has the whole hot nuclear heat thermoelectric thing going on. Peter has died of dysentery. No, not Peter. I don't think I can keep propane or butane tanks in the truck. Oh, that's a good point. You might want to check into the rules and regulations on that. There we go. Isaac, you know the scouting trick. Rubbing alcohol, toilet paper, metal coffee can, a heater that will always work. Yep. Hey, Katie. Good morning. Oh, and if people don't know what Isaac is talking about, look at toilet paper, coffee can, heater. Toilet paper, coffee can, metal coffee can, heater. Another old scout and hunter trick. I spent more money on Dungeons and Dragons stuff than survival stuff this month. You might want to flip that around some. Oh yeah, is anything happening with the group Dungeons and Dragons thing? Should be a good weekend to end this Arctic week. I have my first actual date in over 7 years. I know I had to be single for a while, but I feel giddy. Isn't that a great feeling? You got it, Kelsey. Tell us where you're going to take her, and we'll send some tribe members to show up and come fawning. Oh, it's Kelsey, man, it's great. Do all that sort of thing. Yeah, make her think you're awesome, which I assume you are awesome. So it's not like we're lying or anything. Okay, we're past the time for the group take. It's warm enough now. So just reminding on the Medicine Man Plant Co. So we have the blood pressure pill out now. Can I ask if you've ordered the blood pressure pill to leave a review on Amazon? Because we need some more reviews on that. But give that a try. Of course, it's the weekend. Friday, the libido pill. Oof. All right. And of course, the liver pill. Man, this sun is the liver pill. Hello, Chirpy. I've missed you, Chirpy. Well, I've been hanging out with you because you've been hanging out right by the house. Chirpy just, well, the one morning he actually cuddled up against my leg for warmth, which was pretty astounding. All right. The brain pill. My personal favorite. Oh, it smells so good. Part of the ritual. Taking it with friends and smelling the bottle. I don't know where the birds are. I haven't heard the chickens since that one morning. Hope I didn't scare the chickens away. Okay. I think the issue with the propane heater is the truck that has an open flame. Of course, in a big diesel truck, you can leave the motor going. So they make the electric blankets that plug into the automobile power system. So that'd probably be a better choice for you. Okay, and the immune pill. Because you are designed to fight things trying to kill you. We can't just rely on Kimberlyn to do it for us. Sometimes we have to step up and practice our fighting skills ourselves. Okay. Yeah, so April Elendel was the one that was going to organize the D&D stuff. Ooh, this is an interesting date. She wanted to go to IKEA to meet, so it should be interesting. I can think of worse places. All right. Okay, so if you're interested in playing Dungeons and Dragons online, contact April. And we'll set things up. And then, of course, April, you and Melanie, I believe, have already talked a little, but Melanie has been a longtime DM too, Dungeon Master. They're the ones that create the world and do everything. But, yeah. Hook that up. Oh, here we go. Yeah, the Crisco, metal Crisco and oil lamp wick number 10 can lasts about 72 hours, which is awesome. What time is it? Okay, 7:50. All right, April. Apparently, going to IKEA is a third date activity. Interesting. Okay, add me to D&D. I may not be able to participate, but might and like to be prepared. Okay, so April and Kathleen, talk amongst yourselves. Like I said, I love the idea of playing. I just don't. I do too much. Oh well, that's all right. She's either killing two birds with one stone or really craving the Swedish meatballs. Do you have a truck, Kelsey? Nah, I'm sure she likes you because you're cool. I think you're cool, Kelsey. Let's see. They also have Chinese diesel parking heaters. Get one for under 200. Tie into your truck. Okay. Try into your truck diesel tank or add a dedicated tank. Ooh, that's interesting. Go, Kelsey. IKEA reminds me of 100 Days of Summer. No, that wasn't the. I don't remember who was in that one. I keep thinking, what is it, like 100 First Kisses or something? Hey, people are thinking the IKEA date thing is pretty good. I like that. I haven't had the meatballs in a long time, but yeah, some Swedish meatballs or with the noodles and stuff. Oh, that would be good. Oh, I bet it's Friday. I need to figure out what I'm making for supper. Oh, wait. I don't have to make supper tonight. Younger Weather doesn't have dance, so Mrs. Weather will be home. Cool. All right, Tammy, that is the plan. Everyone have a warm, blessed weekend. It will be warmer when we meet again. This is true. From the tribe on Monday, it'll be good. So I have 2 bags left of the Christmas coffee. I just opened this one. I don't even remember what flavor it was. I think, it's hazelnut. Hazelnut. Let's see. Most 12-volt blankets have timers for safety. Okay, that makes sense. Prevent the battery running down. We purchased one about 2 months ago without the timer. Great for off-grid. Cool. Yeah, if you have the power. I like that. All right, Isaac. Heading out. Have a good one. Hey, you can tell how awesome you are by how awesome your friends are, so I consider myself really blessed. Well, let's find out when you do it, because I want to play so badly, but we'll see. So, in case you didn't guess, my favorite character class is the Ranger. But then I've also taken a fondness for half orcs, because so I've started playing kind of like half orc poachers, which is like a half orc ranger with all the ranger skills, but not exactly the nicest of guys, because sometimes you just have to let your other side out. All right, Kelsey, sounds like a keeper. I think it's an awesome first date. Lots to talk about. You can get an idea about likes and dislikes. That is so true. Zoe. Okay. And Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I'll have to check it out. Yeah, I have company trucks to not be able to do much modifications. As I think, the 12-volt heater blanket is probably the way to go. Nick, I've been looking at those diesel heaters. They seem to have a lot of potential. I don't have a diesel vehicle, but I'm intrigued by the concept. Oh yeah. Melanie, the Ligonberry drink they have there is good too. I forgot about that. That is good stuff. Alan, don't even have a platform or an app for gaming. Guess the tribe. I am Abby Normal. That's okay, Alan. We still love you. Whoa, what's this? Bones Coffee now has cannoli flavor? Oh my. This is awesome. This is dangerously awesome. Oh, it's after 8. Okay. Cannoli flavored coffee. Sorry. Okay. It's like coffee chip or coffee is the new potato chips, where they're coming up with all these crazy flavors. Oh, we got a paladin. And maybe a cleric. Okay. Oh, you don't? Okay. Well, you can be the paladin. Oh, okay. Sorry. There's too much interesting stuff going on here. Volkswagen Bugs used to have gasoline heaters. I need to check this. Oops, where did that go? Sorry, I'm having too much fun here. I checked on my bird in the oven. He's looking at me very suspiciously, but he is very alive. It's a dove, I believe. Yep. Whoop, whoop. Leave the gun. Take the cannoli coffee. Modified there. All right. New NPC for my campaign. Half-orc ranger named Wary Mether. I'm okay with that. Yeah. I'm okay with that. Cool. Okay. It is getting late. I got a crap ton of stuff to do. So got to end it here. Thank you, Tribe, for hanging out with me this morning. I love you very, very, very much. Thank you for making my life worth living. Mom, Dad, love you. Stay warm. Tribe, stay warm, stay safe. Like I said, think about what you learned this week. Write down some notes and how what worked, what didn't, and think about how you can be better prepared for this in the future. Hopefully it won't be in the future, but there's still hurricanes and power outages and things like that. So something to keep in mind. All right. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend. I will see you Monday. End broadcast.